How often do you listen to the radio?
Since I came to uni, not that often, but at home I used to listen to it in the car with my mum on the way to like school or college or wherever I went.
Okay.
So every day really.
Practically never, because we don't own one in the apartment, but sometimes we listen to it on television when we have gatherings.
Not really a lot, because I obviously just, when I'm travelling I just walk, so I just listen to my iPod or something like that. So I don't really have time to listen to the radio.
Basically just to fill time when we're going somewhere or when we're doing something, like mainly in the car or when we're in the kitchen or just to, background noise sort of thing.
When I'm at home, though, we do listen to it on a daily basis, because we have one in the lounge. When we eat, we listen to it.
Is it easy for you to find the music you want to listen to?
Not really. The radio stations I listen to have like mixed music, like my mum's taste, my taste and my sister's taste. And then so it was either like older tunes, older, new sort of, chart music. So it's quite hard to find what I like, but it's what whoever's with me is for them sort of thing.
I just don't really have anything, like any devices or anything that I really listen to it. Like I don't have a radio player or anything like that. Like, so it just kind of doesn't really...
We talked to Paul Tyler of Siren FM to find out whether he thought music-based radio was still relevant.
Yeah, very much so. Just radio in general, really. Radio is still hugely popular. I was scared a few years back, I suppose, thinking, well, with streaming sites that I use quite a lot. But it's still, I think instinctively people like the company. They like the DJ. I was listening to Chris Evans this morning on Radio 2, and he has this section just after 9 o'clock where people send in 2 of their favourite tracks, and I thought to myself, well, why? They'd love to hear these tracks together, and I thought, well, why don't they just put them on their Spotify or their iTunes or whatever? But that's not it. That's not the point of it. The point is, it's still something special to have your requests played out, by a DJ and put on the air. And I think, loads and loads of people still love to do that, and we like to hear it because the songs they choose, sometimes you can shout and say, what on earth are you thinking? It's a communication. It's a two-way thing.
I've noticed that the station often takes requests from the audience of what to play next. Is it difficult to choose from their requests which ones go on air and which ones don't?
Generally it's a question of, firstly, availability and suitability as well.
Do you feel that on radio DJs should have a bit more choice on what they get to play? Or
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of... I think Radio 1 at the minute run from a playlist system that goes a lot around sort of numbers from computers and things like that, and it should be done sort of really, I think, in the old-fashioned John Peel kind of way. Someone sends in some music, and they should trust the DJ and the producers to select as much of their own music as possible. Because they after all, they're fans. That's why they're in the job, and they understand it. There are signs around the radio station, and quite rightly saying, what is the listener getting out of this? So coming on to a radio station, the first thing you want to do is play your favourite tracks, and of course you should do. You should take advantage of the fact that you're trying to put across some good music, and it's always good to be passionate about the music you're playing. However, you have to understand that the audience is a wide and varied thing, and they love. Like me, they love different genres of music, and each individual does. But I suppose it depends on the programme. When I first started doing our reading room programme on Siren, it was a Sunday morning programme, so we were never going to play death metal at that time. You have to fit in with the tone and the timbre of what you're doing, really.